Hey guys, so I want to talk to you about how we're going to do our next, I'll say, lesson or practice is we're going to go to a file new, and we are always going to title it. This one we're going to title Realistic Collage, not college. Let's go to inches. I want the width, my width to be 8. I want the height to be 11. Resolution is always going to be 300. Create. So if you have a background, you don't want the blue background, which I don't, you can always unlock it, go to the paint bucket. I have white selected in the foreground, and I can just dump it back in. So now I want to lock this layer, but I want to rename it to background. And then click the padlock, and that's going to lock it. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and opened up, I found some images that I want to use to create my realistic collage. So I have Mickey and some different arms and ears so far, and I would continue to do more. One thing I need you to get in the habit of is when you're doing this, make sure that you label it. And if you're not sure which one it is, if you click this little eyeball, it's like, okay, there's the cat. Okay, so then you can go ahead and double click on it, and then you can title it. Okay, so moving on to how we're going to do this. Now you're going to select whatever, selection tool you want to use. So we're going to start with this arm. So what I want to do initially is I want to get rid of this arm, and you can use, again, whatever selection tool you want to use. I'm actually going to try to be really careful here, but here I can just go around because I want to get rid of this. So once you select it, make sure you're on. Now, if you look, I'm on the left cat ear. I'm not on the right layer. So I need to find the Mickey layer, which is right here. And if I press delete, that's going to go away. Command D to deselect. Now, if I miss something like right here, I missed it, you can actually go to, if you would like to, the eraser, and you can click on it. Now, if you click the right bracket key, that's going to make it bigger. If you click the left bracket key, that's going to make it smaller. So I'm going to click V to go to my move tool. I want to get Olive Oil's arm in here. So I want to make this bigger. So I want to make sure I'm on Olive Oil, and I am. So Command T, make that bigger to where I see, because we want to try to make this, even though it's going to look kind of goofy and silly, make it as big as we can. Okay, so I just want to select her arm, and again, you decide on what selection tool you want to use. So I just want to grab this just initially, and I want to get rid of all this. So I'm going to go to Select, Inverse, Delete. Command D to deselect. Now this area in here, that's still white. That's not gone. That's part of what it was. So if I grab my magic wand and I click in that white area, you can see it selected everything that's white. I'm just going to press delete, and that's gone. Command D. I'm going to click V to get my move tool. And I want to kind of put this in here. Now, a couple of things. Number one, it doesn't fit right, and number two, it's not at the right angle. So I actually want to make it bigger, so I did Command T. Now if this happens, if you see, it's like, oh, wait a second, what is all this stuff? That was just because I did not delete that. So I'm going to press return to get my bounding box off. I'm going to grab my marquee tool. I just want to get rid of all that stuff. I don't want it. Press delete. Command minus to bring it back in. And I'm going to stop right here because my time's running out, and we'll continue on.